Welcome back. I'm Felix, and I got some more Reddit stuff for you. This one I'm going to do a little different. This one, I saw a Smosh clip on TikTok and wanted to watch the whole thing, so I found it. But when I was looking for it, I found someone else that also had done it as well around the same time frame. So what I was going to do is I'm going to do Smosh first and post that one. Then I'm going to come back and do Dusty Thunder and watch it. And basically what I'm going to do is just get their reaction for both. I'm going to respond to both at the end of each one. Then at the end of all that, I'll give my thoughts on both of them. So basically I'll post 3 videos really. One video will be Smosh, one video will be Dusty, and then the third video will be both videos with my comments at the end. Sort of like some people, there's Best Food Review does that. He'll post a bunch of breakup, like individual videos, and they'll post an hour and a half video at the end. Like there was another video at the end, but you can watch the whole thing at once. So I guess you could say it's kind of like that. But like I said, I'll start with Smosh and go from there, and then see what they think. Because on TikTok, it's edited to just show where Shane's talking, and so I wanted to see what all their thoughts were on this one. Because this one, I'm just going to tell you right now, the guy's not the a-hole. It was a horrible prank, and it backfires. All right, let me enlarge it, and let's get started. And don't pull pranks like this. And don't forget to like and subscribe. All right, let's get into it.
Breaking up with my girlfriend because of a caught cheating prank.
Remember those shows? Caught cheating?
Oh,
Yeah.
Cheaters?
Yeah,
Cheaters?
yeah,
Cheaters? Is that what it's
I
called?
think it's called
A
cheating.
lot
think
of
he
our
got- I
audience
think that
probably
guy
has
got-
no idea what that is.
I think the show ended when he got stabbed.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
We call that a throwback, just like Ignition.
Yeah.
Yeah. I, a 26-year-old man,
That's an R. Kelly song in case you missed it.
broke up with my girlfriend, 25-year-old woman, of 2 years.
Sorry, that chair blends in with his shirt. I thought those were his shoulders. I thought his shoulders would go like from here all the way over to here. And I was like, wait, no, that's not his shoulders.
Because of something that happened recently, and now my friends are saying I massively overreacted.
If this was all done for a TikTok, I'm going to be
You know it was.
Those are not your friends.
livid.
So a few days ago, my girlfriend and a close mutual friend decided to play a prank on me. The prank was that they filmed a scenario where I caught them in bed together, pretending they were hooking up. They set up a hidden camera in the bedroom, and when I walked in, I saw him in just boxers and my girlfriend in a bra and panties, straddling him, acting like they were mid-hookup. To make it more realistic, they even made some noises and tried to act like it was happening for real.
You don't need to be in your bra and panties or underwear for that joke. And right then and there, I would have, that would have been enough for me. Just like, why are you in your underwear? You don't need to be in your underwear for this prank.
Shocked, furious, and immediately confronted them as I thought it was real at first, like an actual betrayal. And then I walked out of the room and started leaving the house when they followed me screaming it was just a prank and then showed me the video they'd been recording. To be honest, I felt completely betrayed, not just by the idea of the prank, but also because of how they had gotten undressed to film it. I know it's meant to be funny to some people, but for me, it felt disrespectful and I was hurt. The whole thing felt like a violation of trust, even though I know they weren't actually cheating. I told her I couldn't be in a relationship with someone who would do something like that, and I ended things right there. She's devastated, and our friends have been telling me I overreacted. They think it was just a harmless prank, and I should have taken it better. But I can't shake the feeling that it crossed a line for me, especially with how intimate and uncomfortable it felt to see them in that situation, even if it wasn't real. Now I'm left wondering if I made the right decision. I'm starting to doubt myself because everyone else seems to think I blew it out of proportion.
What benefit?
The guy had boundaries. They crossed those boundaries. That's what's going on here. Even if I knew it was a prank, I would just be mad at them. Why do you need to be in your underwear? That would be my first thing. Because everyone else I've seen pull a prank, either it's someone by themselves with a mannequin or they're fully clothed. And there's no reason to be in your underwear. They took the prank too far. And also, this girl obviously didn't know her boyfriend. You know, it's like, did you at any point think he was going to find this funny? Because if that's not his sense of humor, why would you do this prank? It makes no sense. You could almost say, what if they actually did get caught cheating and they try to play it off as a prank? But yeah, That's a horrible prank I did. Don't do those pranks. They're horrible.
Benefit does she get from doing that prank?
I mean,
The views, bro.
there's a lot of people who do a lot of stuff on social media
Yeah,
where I
I
ask that
know.
question. People,
I don't think he's overreacting.
No, my God, no.
No.
Like if you were in that relationship and they were like simulating sex as a joke,
They're like,
Like-
that's a prank.
that's weird.
Like, but you still straddled that person half naked who's my friend.
It
Yeah.
reminds me of a question that gets asked around this office a lot, which is, what is a prank? And
Yeah.
it's kind of like trippy when you
Some
think about
people
it. You're
don't
like,
know.
What is
What
a prank?
is a prank?
What is a prank? And to me, a prank is supposed to be kind of like a joke that you pull on someone that does give them a rush of some emotion, but it's ultimately supposed to end in them laughing,
Yep.
and it's supposed to be fun for the person you're pranking.
Everyone is supposed to get the joke at the end. That's a prank. That's a harmless prank. A prank, because the fact that we have to say harmless prank is sad. A prank is just like, I scare my daughter, haha, everyone laughs. She might swing at me or try to get me back. Harmless prank. But when you cross lines, I mean, this guy clearly stated, they crossed the line for him. And I wouldn't be friends with that person, and I wouldn't have a girlfriend anymore. So he has boundaries, and he's not willing to sacrifice his boundaries, and he shouldn't have to. His girlfriend should have known he was not going to find that funny, first off. I don't know how long they were dating, but the fact she didn't realize he wasn't going to find that funny is a red flag to me.
Person you prank doesn't like the prank, then it wasn't a prank.
It wasn't a
You
prank.
actually just with them in a
You
way
just
that...
with them.
And I think you should know the person you're pranking well enough to know what's going to work and what's not. Because there are videos of people pulling off pranks on people where the person laughs their ass off.
Yeah.
And those are awesome, right?
Those are fun. I mean, like punked and stuff, like sometimes they cross the line a lot.
Punks
Yeah.
cross the line. But I think all of them knew. I think
The only
I
the only
think so,
shows
too.
the only ones that get a pass for me, the mean pranks, are the Japanese ones.
those are hilarious, unfortunately.
Like they get in the porta potty and all
and
the
it
walls go down.
launches them out. Yeah.
Or, like, launches them onto the lake and they're like holding onto the porta potty while they're like
There's ones where they would get into a porta potty and it would like flip backward and they're at the top of a ski slope. And
Yeah.
they're just going down.
Oh, wait, I need to see this.
oh, they're
Japanese
great.
prank shows are ruthless.
Yeah.
But here's the thing with those, that has nothing to do with their partner having sex with their best friend.
No.
You know what? Fair.
They're going down a ski mountain. Fine. It didn't involve their whole fucking life.
Yeah, but the pants are down.
Like, and they go down to the bottom of the ski mountain and the wife and the best friend are like, oh, and also we're here.
Wait, I'm sorry. It has me thinking of my all-time favorite. This is old school, where they would wait till people were walking down an alley by
Yes.
themselves, and they would have a crowd of people sprint the opposite way screaming, and the people would always be like, and they would start running too. It was awesome.
Yeah.
That's funny.
But also devastating.
Again, your wife and your best friend are not
Yeah, this is different.
again.
I also think people need to know, and we say this as people who make content on YouTube, you're going to try to make a prank and you're going to film it. Know that most of the people who do prank content on YouTube, that it's all fake.
Yep.
It's
The person
so
they're pranking
fake.
knows that it's all fake.
Yeah.
So fake.
Don't
Unless they're scaring them. Those are my favorite. When they're like coming around the corner and they're scaring them a lot.
like scare tactics.
yeah. Oh,
That shit was,
that shit was f***ed up.
unfortunately, I was entertained by that.
Yeah, me too.
But it's wrong.
But it's
So
wrong.
you're at like
That's wrong.
cheating pranks like
The
go
cheating
all,
prank is
all the way back
crazy.
to like the prank
Yeah.
sort of golden
Yeah.
era on YouTube, which totally sucked. But it was like, yeah, there was a lot of those cheating pranks, and it was
They're
obviously
so
fake.
Verdict, not the asshole. Comments, not the asshole. How does your girlfriend of 2 years not know you well
2
enough
years,
to know
I
what
couldn't
you'd find
remember.
funny? Like, even if you prank all the time with each other, she should know you and what you would find actually funny. If you're not laughing, it's not actually a prank. It's just them hurting you and then blaming
They
you for
said.
being hurt. OP responded saying, yep, I told her that. She says she wanted to try something new and unexpected and didn't think I would feel so strongly about it.
What?
Well, you
She did not know him at all.
don't know your boyfriend that
Yep.
well.
No.
Someone else said, so two adults who were comfortable enough being in their underwear together and assuming a sex position think you are overreacting? OP responded, I can't make it make sense either. You made the right decision. Other people don't get to decide what sort of prank goes past your line for pranks. If your ex-girlfriend really was devastated, maybe she'll learn that trying to pull elaborate pranks can backfire on her and she won't do it to other people in the future. Not the asshole. Update.
Yes.
Oh, update. Okay.
My ex-girlfriend was really upset with all the hate she received online and blamed me for painting her in a bad light. I told her I did no such thing. She just didn't like that she got called out and on her behavior. The mutual friend who was part of the prank is now also pissed off at me and saying I went way overboard. I told them both to f*** off and have blocked their numbers. Our friends have since started taking this more seriously after reading some of the comments on here, with a few taking my side and saying what my girlfriend and the friend did was horrible. Others still think this was all unnecessary and I should have just laughed it off and moved on. No.
No, those aren't your friends. The ones that said laugh it off, those are not your friends.
No.
No.
No, what they did was just, it was like, really? Like, why? It was just dumb and insensitive. And then also to be like, how dare you make me look like an idiot? It's like, you made me look like an idiot.
Yeah. The whole point of the video that you were also filming without my permission was supposed to make me look, I was the focus of this video I didn't know I was going to be in.
Right.
That alone. Yeah.
I just can't stop picturing someone in a porta potty going down a ski slope and then having them have sex.
I mean, I would show...
At the end of the ski slope is his wife and some guy.
With divorce papers.
Were you tricked?
Oh, pranked!
Yeah, pranked. He's like, what? He's like,
With divorce
awful.
papers and a DNA test that shows that the son is not his.
Yeah, exactly. And he's like, what son? And she's like, pranked. She just really goes too hard.
God dang.
Yeah, that's bad. He did the right thing.
He did the right thing. Our final story.
Okay. Yeah, not the a-hole. That girlfriend didn't know him at all. All right. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I forgot what I was going to say. Actually, I was thinking about the porta potty going down the ski slope too. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and everyone take care. Later.